To start, we are going to talk about UFC Fight Night Garry versus Prates. The first fight I'm going to talk about is David Onama versus Giga Chikadze. I think this is going to be an exciting fight. I think there's going to be a lot of back and forth. And ultimately, for this fight, I am going to pick David Onama to pull off the win. It could definitely go the other way. This is not one of those fights where I feel like it's a landslide situation where it's obviously going to be Onama. But I just feel like Onama's going to be able to put together a few more combinations and get the win. Now, the next fight that I'm going to talk about is Randy Brown against Nicholas Dalby. Now, Randy Brown is one of those fighters who's very long. He has great reach, very explosive. And Nicholas Dalby is a fighter who has a lot of power and can definitely get the win in this fight. But for this particular fight, I am going with Randy Brown for the win. For Randy Brown versus Nicholas Dalby, I am going Randy Brown by knockout in the second round. Now, the last fight that I'm going to talk about on this UFC card is the main event. It is the one that this whole card essentially was built around. It is two up-and-coming stars in the UFC, both who have had great wins. You got Machado Garry, who is from Ireland. He's basically the best fighter from Ireland. And yes, that is including Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor is well past his prime. Conor McGregor hasn't actually won a fight in so long, it's hard to even remember when that was. Now, his opponent, Prates, is a Brazilian fighter who has just been smoking the scene as soon as he came into the UFC. Machado Garry is favored. I think part of him being favored is he definitely is more popular amongst, non deep UFC fans. Now, even though Machado Garry is favored for this fight, I'm actually going with the upset in the main event. I do think that Prates is going to be able to pull off the win. And I wouldn't be surprised if Prates pulls off the win by knockout. Prates is also one of the members of the Fighting Nerds, which I've mentioned them in some previous episodes where I'm reviewing UFC fights. Fighting Nerds is probably the number one gym right now out of Brazil. And yes, that includes Chute Box. Iron sharpens iron. And if you get to train with some of the best fighters day in and day out, it definitely is going to benefit you. I think everybody's going to be behind him. And I think that Prates pulls off the upset and gets the win in the main event.